a woman that's more the natural type woman. The all dolled up is great when we get tuxedo and dress and go out, but all natural is best for me.
That's me, except for on the show.
Except for on the show.
I'm sure you look pretty. You look awfully
I
dressed up
scare
tonight.
people most of the time. I scare people. I remember when I was married, my husband would come home and he'd go, "How come you don't ever dress up?" And I'm like, well, because when I do dress up, I get compliments. And if I dressed up every day, then I get insults the one day I decided not to dress up.
You
Does
just
that make
can't
any
win.
sense to you,
You
Danielle?
just can't win with guys, Danielle. Do you agree with that? You just can't win.
Yeah, sometimes guys cannot win. I agree. Sometimes guys, you just need to smile and nod your head, and just because you're not going to win no matter what you say.
Look pretty, say yes, dear, and not pay attention to a single thing he said.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, you can never, ever answer but anything other than you look great, no matter what they look like.
Yes.
You have to always respond that way. I agree with that. That's a white lie that I believe is a good one to keep if you want to keep your marriage
That's
happy.
right. I don't care how large you look in those pants.
Yes.
You don't ever tell me that I'm that large.
That's
Or how large I
right.
look in the pants. You don't tell me I am looking that large.
That's right.
That's
Or
funny.
never, ever say before going out of the house, "Are you sure you want to wear that?"
Now, never a good
Never
choice.
say that.
Never a
That's
good choice,
Yeah.
Danielle. That's true. Now, Danielle? What back at the guy? What are things that women should never say to a guy, to their husband, to their significant other?
Oh, that's
What is it? Is
that's
there
a good-
something that a
that's a
woman
good question
should
for a guy.
probably
I'm
never
not
say to
sure.
a guy?
Can I touch up your forehead? It's getting kind of shiny.
Oh, I just said that earlier.
Oh, ouch.
That's kind of a no-no.
Twist
That's a
it, twist
no-no.
it, Mike,
Just
twist it.
dab, little dab there. Now I can go out with you.
That's true. My dad cannot handle any jokes about the hair.
Oh,
My
really?
dad cannot handle it. I mean, he will not laugh, and he will. I mean, oh yeah, that's true. Guys are much more sensitive about that, aren't they?
Oh, I know. Well, we went around and asked. I don't think I have that CD available.
Well, yeah,
But we went around and asked women about what they thought about whether a man's losing his hair or not. And if he's losing his hair, should he comb it over and grow out one side really long, or if he should shave it? And I can tell you with utter certainty that 100% of the women gave one answer. And what answer would that be, Danielle?
Just shave it. Don't do the
Shave
comb
your
over.
head. This one gal started laughing. She said, "Okay, has anybody said that they prefer a comb over?" And I said, "Well, actually, no."
Yeah, I don't know why men do that. It's like wearing the black socks with sandals. Why do men do that?
Real nitty-gritty issues, Danielle.
Okay.
And that is, do you have a problem with a guy who might be a little light on top?
No.
See, I think it's sexy.
It doesn't bother me one way or
actually
the
think it's
other. I mean,
sexy if they
again,
shave
it's one
it.
of
I
those
think
things
it's
where
sexy.
it's a matter of life. I
Let's
mean,
hope for us
okay,
guys,
someone's
after
getting a
all,
little
is
light
what
on
I'm
top, but maybe I'm getting a little gray on top, and maybe that's just life as we get older, and you've got to accept people for who and what they are, and that kind of thing just doesn't faze me. I don't know. I think it's more guys are more bothered about their hair loss than women. I really have to say.
Oh, I
would agree.
definitely think so.
What is it that it's the opposite? What is it that attracts you to a man?
Oh, me personally?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
well,
God.
take it from you personally, but also take it from women.
Mm-hmm.
But what are some things that in general that are attractive?
Women, and we talked about this on the last week's show. I don't know if you watched, but what it just blew my mind. I've been reeling from it ever since. Brad was on the show with me, and we had a nice fellow that called in and discussed it. Comedy, humor is the number one thing that I would say most women have that they find as
You
attractive.
don't have to be a comedian. It just means they have to be lighthearted, easygoing, laughs at themselves, and of course, a little bit of teasing, a little bit of fun-loving, a little bit of that kind of stuff.
Women love that.
women
You can get, you may not be perfect looking, but if you can make her laugh, then great. And for me, this is where I kind of am different than a lot of other women. I actually like to make the guy laugh. And apparently
do.
that's not very as nearly as appealing to a man to have a humorous woman as it
Really?
is to, well, that's what we discussed on this last show. And I think he might be right. I think men, it goes back to that, we've discussed about respect and love and how men want to be respected. I think men feel very much respected when they make the woman laugh. And they might feel slightly disrespected if the woman is trying to be the clown and make him laugh. because they feel, some men, not all, feel that it's their job to make the woman laugh. So that's kind of
So
leaves
what-
me out on the thing because I
so,
love to make people
Danielle,
laugh.
I've heard you, just talking to you these last 2 conversations, you know, you have a great sense of humor.
Oh, well, thank you.
So
It-
what
I
was your-
was
what's your
responding
thoughts on that?
because you had said what you know. I agree with Lisa that the sense of humor and everything, and you had also mentioned, Mike, being easygoing. Yes, but sincerity is what I think is appealing. When someone isn't trying to do it to impress me, when they're sincere, a sincere compliment, not the fake compliments, not the over the top, always saying something because then you can't believe it. But someone who is sincere, who's just fun to be around and isn't so caught up in themselves and so worried about whether or not they're impressing me or not. That, someone who's relaxed, wants to just have a good time and enjoy each other's company and get to know me, not so worried about
To be
how they
genuine.
appear. So sincerity.
Sincerity, to be genuine, to
Yeah.
feel like you're genuinely with them. And that goes back a little bit to the, are we showing all of who we are? When you marry them, I've heard that it takes 5 years to get to know somebody really well. In your last relationship, what did you think? I mean, how long till you actually really felt you knew him completely, Danielle?
I would say it took a long time, but that was because of them, not necessarily because of me. They were the ones holding back. I'm someone who wears the heart out on their sleeve. It's really easy. My girlfriends, everything. I'm
Let's
very
talk about
open.
deception. I think that men tend to feel like they have to, impress and conquer,
Right.
and they have to have a certain image. And of course, men have huge egos, and so I think
Won't
at
disagree with
times
you.
that tends to be too much. And then so I think a lot of times women in general just kind of get really fed up with it.
Yeah, the ego thing bugs me definitely. It's just okay. How long is it going to take to get over the ego thing so we can really get down to know who each other are? Because
But don't you think that a lot of reason why a lot of them have these big egos is deep down inside they're basically kind of insecure?
I think they're insecure,
Yes.
but I also believe that we have this. There's a stigma about what a man should be and what they should be. What women. Want that knight in shining armor, and men have been raised to believe that this is what they're supposed to be.
But
And
do email us, as I've said so many times on this show, what'sbetweenus.org. And we have just 1 more minute, so we want to say thank you. Is there anything else you would like to share with our audience here before we say goodbye?
I appreciate Danielle, Cindy, and Jennifer, and Mark. I appreciate you all calling in. Your opinions are great, and the bantering tonight was absolutely fantastic. And Lisa, I appreciate you letting me be on the show.
Well, you were great. You were great. Next time we get together, I know you're going to
I'm
be
buying.
training for the drinks.
I'm buying.
So thank you so much for watching What's Between Us. This is our one and only show for July 18th, and our next show will be the 2nd and 4th Wednesdays at 8 o'clock, Channel 11, here on TVC-TV Comcast, What's Between Us in August. Thanks again for